They've actually brought out a new DLC for it, which Kazunori Yamauchi, as he is so famously called, said that there wasn't going to be a DLC. It comes along with the new 2.0 update, which I have to say I love. There's the little menu for it. We go into arcade mode. What I'll do is I'll probably show you a quick single race in the Spa-Francorchamps. Have it changing weather, and we'll try out one of the new cars. So the new cars that you have is a Honda CRZ touring car, Prius touring car, 193 brake horsepower, a Mazda Roadster, which is blatantly an MX-5 over here in the UK. We have a Lance Evolution 10 touring car. We also have an Impreza, RX-7. We also have a Skyline GTR. That's the R32 one from 2001, I think. We have the R33. That's 2002. I don't know. I might be wrong on those dates. There's a Challenger SRT8 touring car. I have to say that handles like a pig. Just my own opinion. There's an R34 getting quite popular with the Nissan. R35, that's the GTR, the newest of the range. That's a very good car. And you've got the X2011 prototype. Again, a very quick car, although really they perfected the F2010 so much that you can't really get a prototype of an X2011 except with a bigger wing. I have to say, cars are good, although if I were you, I wouldn't download them. I would only go for the track and the racing suits. That's the word I was thinking of. Simply because the cars, they're just cars in the game that have been improved, and I don't really want to see that. What I want to see is new cars in the DLC. Right, I'm just going to pick the GTR here. Yeah, so I wouldn't download the cars. I would only download the track and the racing suits. So, welcome to Spa-Francorchamps. I love this track actually. I love it. I love the corners. I love the sweeping bends. I love how it turns it's so fluidic. Is that the word I'm looking for? Fluidic? Yeah, why not? I'm just going to rush into a race. One of the new things about the 2.0 download is that they've put in a new loading system. So the track loads at lightning speed, but then you have to wait for the cars to download into the race, which I have to say I'm not a terrible fan of. I'm only going to show you one lap of this, simply because I don't want to embarrass myself by spinning off. I might give you a quick review of the car if you want. A bit like Jeremy Clarkson style shit. Yes, in this new update they've also much improved the AI. The AI is actually fairly difficult now, whereas they used to be just obstacles that got in the way. They're just not anymore. I mean, you can see this Nissan is trying to get away from me, and it's actually sort of working on it. It's only because I've got this slipstream. I'm keeping it up, really. The car, I have to say, is extremely good. But again, like I say, don't download the cars, only download the track and the racing suits. Unless you want the colours as well. The colours of the cars... Shit. The colours of the cars are quite expansive, colours, but again, you know, you get 6 free colours a day if you log in, so what's the point in downloading more? Racing suits are quite good. You can, you know, dress yourself up as the Stig if you want. You can dress yourself up as Sebastian Loeb. All the NASCAR stars, so, you know, AJ Allmendinger, Jeff Gordon, although that was already there. The suits are very good, actually. It's sort of become a little side thing for me. But the track, there's not a lot of grip, I have to say. There's not a lot of grip on Spa. Maybe that's just my terrible driving, or maybe it's the fact that there isn't much grip. But I have to say, I tried it in the wet, and my God, you notice the downhill braking. For example, there I just ran straight forward off the track. Maybe it's because I'm too used to playing it in F1 2010 or 11. No, I haven't played it in 2011 at all. So right out there. Yeah, in the wet, the corners, you need to plan it so much, and you know, you've got the spray kicking up from the cars in front. You've got a whole load of things to worry about. You really are focused. Right, I'm going to exit that now because I can tell you're probably getting bored. What I'm going to show you next are the racing suits. That's me playing piano. No, it's not. It really isn't. Right. Let's just head on to the basic information page. Right, so there's my driver as it stands. As you can see, he's actually where I quite like this combination, but the amount of combinations you can get are incredible. So, for example, you go onto racing helmets. You've got all these to pick from just from the DLC, and I have to say I like picking. You know, I like making myself look attractive. I'm going to go ahead and pick a fairly well-known suit, if you like, because it is the Stig. And there we go. I am now the Stig. It's great fun. It's simple, and I think it's worth downloading. But again, don't download the whole pack. Just download the track and the suits and the colours if you want it. Because, to be quite honest, the cars, you know, the only properly new cars you get are the X2011 and the go-karts. And I have to say, the go-karts are fairly good if you like go-karting. So it's, if you really must, then do it, because they're not terrible by any means. The cars aren't bad. You get them for free. They're in my garage. But I will just say, if you don't want to spend that much money to start with on a DLC in case it might be terrible, don't bother with the cars. If I had to give this DLC a rating out of 10, it would probably be 7.5. What I would hope for in the next DLCs are stuff like, you know, new events, more new tracks, more properly new cars, not just modified cars, and a lot more sort of, you know, I'd like to see a variety of tracks. You know, so for example, Spa's a good track. That space kart track I'll probably have to do in a separate video. It's very good. I would love to see Goodwood Festival of Speed and Goodwood Revival meeting. I'd love to see that, because I go there every year, and it's such a fantastic day. And so yeah, and maybe some classic cars. I'd love to see some classic racing cars. Well, that's the review over. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll probably post again on the kart track